Merry Christmas from the Trump family in Kenya.
Merry Christmas from the Trump family in Kenya.
This is Pastor Shawan Trump, serving the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod as your Regional Director for Africa. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas from Nairobi, Kenya.
You're listening to the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.
We get to talk Christmas hymns. So excited.
I'm so excited.
And our guest for part of this series, well, a very series within a series, a musical postcard from England, Christmas hymns with English origins. Our guest, the Reverend Brian Hamer, U.S. Navy Chaplain. Chaplain Hamer, welcome back.
Andy and Sarah, always a pleasure.
What would you like to cover today?
Today we're going to talk about the hymn, O Come, All Ye Faithful. If you have Lutheran Service Book, that is hymn number 379, part 3 of 4 in our musical postcard from England. Question: which of the hymns we're singing this Christmas has hit the top 10 on the pop charts 3 times and has been translated into over 150 languages? And here it is, O Come, All Ye Faithful.
Wow.
If you look in the lower left-hand corner, and he is way off the radar, he's really in the outer orbit of text and tune writers. We have somebody named John F. Wade, both for the text and for the tune. But for many years, we simply did not know who wrote the text or the tune. It was attributed to Saint Bonaventura, who was an unknown cleric from the Middle Ages, until just after World War II, somebody discovered a manuscript that attributed both the text and the tune to John Wade. Who was John Francis Wade? He was a priest in the 1700s. Well, England was at war against Rome. It's simply a holy war between the Church of England and the armies of Rome. So, as a Roman Catholic priest living in England, what did John Francis Wade do? He fled to nearby France. And then, with some time on his hands, he studied and distributed manuscripts, and he also wrote new ones. And he appears to have written this one in about 1750 for a Lutheran point of reference. That would be about the time that J.S. Bach died. Mm-hmm. And then he wrote the tune first with the lyrics soon to follow. That's backwards from what we normally have. We normally do the text first. Mm-hmm. Huh. It's always possible that he had one in mind for the other, and he just happened to write down the tune first. And then with the lyrics, who knows? Now, maybe he was inspired by Bonaventura, which is why some people think they found some connection between the original Latin poetry and Bonaventura. It took it took wings in Portugal, of all places. And then in the United States, it became a real focal point for the caroling movement. So this business of carolers going from house to sing for their supper, you better believe they will be singing at least one stanza of O Come, All Ye Faithful. Mm-hmm. May I read the 2 missing stanzas?
Oh, yes.
There are missing stanzas?
I love a mystery of missing stanzas.
Okay, here we go. It's a little antiquated in its language, but it's good stuff. Lo, star-led chieftains, magi Christ adoring, offer him incense, gold, myrrh. We to the Christ child bring our hearts oblation. Now, I've not heard the Magi referred to as chieftains in a little while. Normally, they're pulling something out of an old Tyndale or Wycliffe English translation from about the days of Martin Luther. And then this last phrase, we bring our hearts oblation, that simply means we bring an offering. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. And the other missing stanza is this. Child for us sinners, poor and in the manger, fain we embrace thee with awe and love. Who would not love thee, loving us so dearly? Fain we embrace thee, F-A-I-N, had to look that one up myself, means willingly. Willingly we embrace you with awe and love. Good to go?
Yeah.
All right. Now, Hamer's highlights, stanza 4. Ooh. And I know in my background, in my traditions, we normally sing this late in the service on Christmas Eve and possibly again on Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. So stanza 4, the 3rd line of text, word of the Father, now in flesh appearing, oftentimes with the organ really opening up, maybe adding the brass, that the eternal word who comes from the Father that we know in John 1 is going to appear in the flesh. And therefore, what do? Oh, come, let us adore him. All of these that we're studying, these 12 Days of Christmas, at least in this 4-part series, A Musical Postcard from England, are generally sung at the Christmas Eve Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols at King's College, Cambridge. And I'm sure Sarah never misses it. And Andy, I hope you tune in as well.
I have enjoyed it, yes.
It's so good. I love Lessons and Carols.
And you will normally hear this one and Hark the Herald Angels Sing at the end. And of course, with Once in Royal David City, always at the beginning.
Absolutely. We got a Gulseth highlight in this one as well with the descant on stanza 3, the Sing Choirs of Angels. That's probably a top 3 favorite descant from singing it at Concordia, Chicago all the time in Lessons and Carols. So
absolutely.
It's the descant on stanza 3 is a bit of an anomaly. Usually you break that out on stanza 4, but
yes, but in this case, with the text being the Sing Choirs of Angels and your angelic voice.
Exactly.
It's Carols for Choirs, Volume 1, edited by David Wilcox.
Gotta love
green cover. Never
love a
forget
good
it.
Wilcox descant. Absolutely. Chaplain Hamer, it's so great to have you here for this series on Musical Postcard from England, Christmas hymns with English origins. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
You've been listening to the 12 Days of Christmas. I'm Sarah Gulseth.
I'm Andy Bates.
For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6. This is Reverend Obot Ite, an LCN Alliance missionary pastor serving the Lord in Jamaica. I and my family appreciate your generosity and prayers towards the Lord's mission in Jamaica. Indeed, we are grateful for your partnership in the ministry. God bless you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.